Good morning, cryptocurrency fans. This is Crypto Trader doing another chart outlook on Bitcoin. So, hopefully, everybody's enjoying their Friday and having a great start to the weekend. Unfortunately, with the price of Bitcoin, it might not be so great for some of us. But looking at the 1 day chart, and the chart basically, all these candles indicate a 1 day chart pattern movement. So that kind of gives us an overall look of how Bitcoin has been moving over the past 2 months. And of course, we trended up nicely, had a huge sell-off yesterday due to the news from China. And of course, it's going to happen. There's going to be news out there that's going to cause it to go down. There's going to be, news that's going to cause it to go up. There's going to be a lot of profit takers looking to sell at the high, and that's basically what they did. It got up to $1,175, the high, and it just decided to pull back from there, and it pulled back dramatically. It hit $880. So this long candle here was basically yesterday's transactions or yesterday's chart pattern that basically happened. And as we can see, we got a long wick here, short wick there, and a bigger body here, which I was kind of glad the body didn't fill up all the way down to the bottom. So it did make it up halfway past it. But as you can see, it basically, it opened up right at $1,007, which wasn't bad at all. But today, when the bit market basically closed, when the day ended at 7 p.m., it actually opened just right around the low, or right around the closing price. And as you can see, these bottom wick here, or actually the bottom candle part here, the top candle part there, are basically touching each other. They're only off within, I think, 2 cents. But it did touch a new low from yesterday. So yesterday's low was 880. Today's low was 875. It's still, I think that the full candle here is probably going to end up filling up a little more towards the bottom as more profit takers or panic sellers are actually selling. This is Coinbase that I'm currently using. As you can see to the right, we have the trade history, trades that are coming in, the time, the price, the trade size. Down here, we got the depth chart. And I really pay attention to this depth chart a lot because it kind of tells me, where are all the sellers at? Where are all the buyers at? And as we can see, the red is all the sellers here, and it tends to fluctuate. And I think yesterday when I was looking at this, I mean, this red part was way up here, meaning there was a lot of people looking to just unload as much as they can, and there weren't too many buyers to support it. And if you really look at the price action as well as the depth chart, and there's a lot of sellers versus minimal buyers, you're going to see it dip. And that's currently what happened yesterday. Right now, it's about even. As you get up to the 930 range, 928 range, there's a lot more sellers. But down here, right in the middle, as you can see, there's a good amount of buyers versus minimal sellers, which is pretty good. On the left side, we got the order book, and it basically lists the top 50 sellers, and then down here, the top 50 buyers. And the spread, you can see right here where it says USD spread, and that spread has been fluctuating between $1 to almost $2. So, and that difference is basically, the lowest seller, what they're looking to sell at versus the highest buyer, what they're looking to buy at. Right now, it's 1 cent, which isn't bad at all. So if you click on that market order to buy, and it actually executes right now, would be you'd be paying $1 more than actual price is, because the spread is going up to $1.16 right now, which isn't too bad. I don't recommend market orders, to be honest with you. You really can't control the price of what you're buying at. I always place limit orders because then I know exactly at what price point I am going to be getting into, instead of just hitting market order and then it fills up at a higher amount, because the spread is a lot higher, and that spread can change. It goes from 1 cent to 76 cents. So you don't want to be paying a little more than what you should. So I always recommend using limit orders to place your order. But let's take a look at the 1 hour candle chart. And of course, we touched that high yesterday up here, came down, and it's really been, trading within that range of the support. There is that support at 880, 875, the low that it touched today, and it's just been bouncing, from that. Will it go further down? That's a possibility. And I'm going to be looking at a different chart where I've kind of mapped out, where the support is going to be for the stock, and hopefully, as long as it maintains those support levels, then we could see a nice little bounce. 5-minute candle. After it touched that low of 770, or I'm sorry, 875, we haven't gotten to 775 yet. Yet is always a magic word. But when it touched that 875, it has bounced back a little bit, and it's trying to make that run right back up to the 1,000. And as long as there's a lot of buyers supporting it, very minimal sellers, based on supply and demand, it should touch that $1,000 level, and hopefully just kind of level out there. We're not going to even look at the 1-minute candle because it's gonna fluctuate. And this is almost the same thing with Ether. Ether had, let's take a look at the 1 day. And it's probably going to be the same thing where it's basically opened right at the closing. Yep, that's exactly what happened. So it closed right around here. That price of closing was $10.08, and it opened up about $10.14. So a little higher, but not much to kind of indicate that there's a bullish pattern there where it's going to keep going up. We'll do the 15-minute candle real quick, and then I'll show you guys a different chart that I have. And yeah, basically, right over here, it dipped a little bit, went right back up to that 1040 range, and then this morning, right around between 7 and 8 p.m. or 7 and 8 a.m., it did take a nice little dip to a low of 952. But it's definitely trending down right now, based on the 1-day candle, as we can see here. So we'll see at 7 p.m. today, or tonight, when the market actually changes over to the next day. We'll see what that opening candle is going to be. Where is it going to be situated? And is it going to be red or is it going to be green? And looking at this is basically investing.com. I played around with this yesterday. It's a little complicated to use, but I think I got it figured out. And we're looking at the 5-hour chart. I mean, this is basically going back to 2016, February of 2016, and of course the high up here dipped down to, on this chart it shows that we dipped down to 880, but Coinbase shows 875. And what I've done here is basically kind of drew out where I see the support level happening for the stock. And next support, if it ends up cracking below let's just say 800, and it could easily do that. I mean, we took a $295 drop. If it takes a $200 drop from currently what the price is right now, 927, we could see a bigger drop. And next support is really going to be right around the 750 range, and hopefully buyers will step in and support it. If unfortunately if it ends up breaking that support level, next support is going to be 680, right around here, and hopefully from there it might level out, and hopefully it's not a bull trap where it's going to go up a little bit, trap a couple people, and then take a very crazy dip like it did yesterday. If it breaks that, which I'm not saying that it will break it, but there's always a chance if it could. After that, really we're looking at 600. That's kind of what I mapped out here. That seems to be where a lot of the consolidation happened, where there was a good amount of buyers, where it wasn't really fluctuating too much. There was no up and down swings, like really heavily up and down swings. So 600 is really kind of the level to look out for if we do see some downward movements. I've also plotted out 3 other ones, but I doubt it'll get to those levels, to be honest with you. And if it does, then there's going to be a lot of panic selling that's going to happen, because if it cracks 600, we're looking at it cracking 400, and after that 300, and after that 200. So we'll have to keep an eye on it and kind of play it by ears and see exactly how this chart movement happens, what news is out there from China, from other countries, whether they're strengthening their currency or if they're going to be devaluing their currency. If they strengthen their currency, I can see Bitcoin dropping and a lot of other cryptocurrencies. But if they devalue it, then people are going to step in and buy something else, and Bitcoin is really what a lot of people will end up getting into. So hopefully you guys like this chart. Let me know in the comments below if you do, and I'll keep using this chart as well as Coinbase or GDAX actually, run by Coinbase. One recommendation I have is if you guys do set up a Coinbase account, please do not use Coinbase to buy and sell Bitcoin or Ether. The reason why I say that is I have seen the price completely be different, and we're talking about a $20, $25 difference in what Coinbase is offering versus what their trading platform GDAX is offering. So if you do end up using Coinbase, what I would do is deposit money into Coinbase, and then you could transfer it right to GDAX. There's a link for that right from their website. And then you could actually even transfer money right from GDAX. Basically take it from your Coinbase account right to your GDAX using GDAX platform. So that's something I would definitely recommend. To pay $20, $25 more than you have to, I think it's a little ridiculous. Those prices should be right around the same, but they're not. And if you guys do find these videos helpful, check out my YouTube page. Well, you're actually watching this right now, but click that subscribe button. Then you'll be notified when I do upload a video. And if you find these helpful, please click on that like button. Feel free to leave a comment below, and then check out yesterday's video dated January 5th, 2017, that I talk about a $25 iTunes gift card giveaway. So there is details about that towards the end of the video. And if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message or leave me a comment, and I'd be more than happy to get back to you as soon as I can. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you enjoy your day, enjoy your weekend, and I'll be putting out another video, by Monday. Weekends is kind of busy time for me, but if I have the time to put out a video, or if there's a major fluctuation happening, I'll try to put out a very quick couple-minute video on that. But enjoy your day, and thank you for watching. I really appreciate this. And if you haven't subscribed yet, like I said, please subscribe just so you can get these updates. Enjoy your day. Thank you.